Suicide deaths reached a record high in the U.S. last year. Data from the CDC shows more than 49,000 lives were lost due to intentional self-harm in 2022. Joining us this morning is Dr. Christine Cauffield, CEO of LSF Health Systems. Very good to see you this morning.
Great to see you.
Thank you so much for coming on. We have a serious but unfortunate topic to talk about. We've been hearing about high suicide numbers ever since the beginning of the pandemic. And what's particularly alarming officials about the rates that we're hearing so far?
What we're hearing is there's been a great increase in suicides, especially older adults. And what the CDC is correlating that with is the increase in gun sales, the increased access and availability. And so we're seeing more suicides completed by means of guns than ever before.
And that number that we're hearing, it's 50,000 suicides in the United States in 1 year, and that just sounds terrible. Give us some perspective on how this compares to recent years and the state of mental health in our country.
Yes, well, from 2000 to 2018, we saw a steady increase, peaking in 2018 more than ever in our history. And then when the pandemic arrived, we saw a leveling off. Perhaps it's anticipated and estimated that this was because people were coming together. And so there was a lull in that rising rate. However, in 2020, when the pandemic was easing, we saw a spike in this phenomena. We're having a mental health crisis in this country. We're having continued opioid epidemic, and all of these things contribute to our high suicide rate.
And that goes into my next question. How much of this has actually contributed to the increase that we're seeing in America when it comes to mental health problems?
It definitely is contributing. We have over 50% of adults experiencing mental health crisis in this country. And 1 out of 5 Americans will experience a mental health challenge every single year. The good news is with school-age children, we're seeing a decrease in the suicide rate, and we really believe that that is because of the increased funding that has come into the schools for counselors, etc., so that they can see early warning signs and intervene.
Right, and right now our viewers are looking at our screen here. They can see who in our community is feeling these mental health challenges the most.
Yes.
So it's white men that we had up there. There was another figure up there. Can we talk about those figures a little bit more?
Absolutely. So we're seeing with the gray divorce, the graying of America, older adults divorcing after many years of marriage. This is unprecedented in our country. And with that comes isolation. With that comes these individuals living solo. We're seeing a real spike as a result of that. And we have the highest spike with older males age 65 and higher. They're seeing the greatest increase. So we really have to be mindful of our seniors, decrease that isolation, and have interventions so that we don't see the continued spike in suicides.
Absolutely, and there are several resources, and I'm sure that we can include some of those right now on news4jax.com. If you're concerned, seek therapy, there are multiple options for you. So thank you so much for joining us. We do appreciate you so much.
My pleasure.
Thank you.